Hey guys, how's it going? Alright, so this is part 2 of my post-op metoidioplasty going into phalloplasty. So I just want to go over a few extra topics I didn't that I missed on my last video. So this is part 2. So this next one I'm mainly going to be talking about. I missed in my last video some lasting issues or whatever. So it's nothing major or anything, but I wanted to get that out of the way really quick. So it's not really an issue, but when I use the bathroom, not everything comes out completely all the way, so there will still be like some drips like towards the end basically, and you'll kind of have to, for lack of a better word, milk the remaining amount of few drips of urine still left in the new urethra. So just giving you a little heads up on that. And that for me personally usually occurs only when I have to go to the bathroom really bad, or right after I've just gone to the bathroom and I haven't done a good enough job drying up and soaking up the rest of the urine that might still be trapped in my new urethra. So I just wanted to cover that really quick because I should have covered it on the other video. Okay, so this next part is mainly going to be covered on this next stage and everything that's got to go along with it. So this next stage is going to be the full-on phalloplasty. I'm going to be doing an RFF phalloplasty, which is the radial forearm flap. So I'm going to be using my non-dominant, which is my left arm, for the skin flap for the phallus. And then at the same time, they're going to be performing a Glansplasty, which is to give the phallus a circumcised look. And then at the same time as that, they're also going to be performing a scrotoplasty, which is the creation of the skin for the scrotum. So they'll be doing that all with the next stage. So again, the thing that I wanted to go with my forearm instead was mainly just because of results wise with the phallus. I have relatively thick skin, and I was really concerned about the scarring on my arm. So after some multiple consultations with my surgeon, I came to the realization that first of all, I had way too thick skin to use my thigh. Things would have been disproportionate. And I had very, very high confidence and reassurance looking at the post-op videos with how amazing of a job my surgeon is, because he's qualified with all these other extra things to make me more confident with the scarring afterwards on my arm, because that was, like I said, my biggest concern was having scarring on my arm. But my biggest priority was how the phallus was going to look while it was done. I would rather have a phallus that I'm satisfied with than have to worry about a little bit of scarring on my arm. I'd rather be satisfied with below my pants. So electrolysis, that's an important part of this whole bottom surgery, especially phalloplasty. If you were to go through phalloplasty, they usually want you to get electrolysis done, specifically mainly just on the inside of your forearm. So so this part right here, which is completely hairless for me to begin with. So this part is supposed to be used for the new urethra, and the rest of this part, right in between here, is supposed to be used for the outside of the phallus. So I've gotten maybe 60% of the hair gone. They do give you the option to have electrolysis or more hair removal done after you've had the procedure and once the phallus is already there, but obviously, you know, some people would find that uncomfortable or a really weird, awkward, possibly painful sensation, and I'm not sure if I would want to, but you never know. I might want to. It's just at the specific time, it's not a priority to me. I will be calling my surgeon's office this week to try and figure out an appointment because I want to do some more follow-up questions, and then my father will be coming with me as well because he's my huge support. So he'll be coming with me as well to ask some questions and meet up with my doctor, or my surgeon, sorry. Some of you are probably worrying, or not worrying, but wondering about like rigidness with the phallus, whether I'll be able to use it for sexual intercourse. And for the first year, technically no. I mean, technically yes and no. So I can still use it, but there won't be any erectile devices, which means the phallus will always be limp and it will always be one size constantly. I can't choose the size. It's basically just like how much room they have on my arm, but my surgeon said about 5 inches, maybe 5.5, something like that, which I'm satisfied with. But the erectile devices, there's 2 different types. I'm leaning more toward, I really don't want to do the other option, but I'm leaning more towards the inflatable pump one, because the other option is a semi-rigid rod, which is pretty much exactly what it sounds like. And what they do is they'll put in a semi-rigid bendable rod that's just constantly in there, and whenever you're ready to use it, you can just bend it into place and it's ready to use. But then you constantly have something kind of pokey and rigid in your phallus, and that would be pretty uncomfortable for me and probably anybody else who has gone through it. The only thing about the inflatable devices, though, is I'm pretty sure last time I've looked into it, they have to be replaced every few years, which is okay. But it's not a huge priority to me right now. And after I get this next stage done on November 23rd, they want me to wait a year of a recovery before we can even consider any sort of implants or erectile devices anyways. I think that might be it, honestly. I'm gonna come back soon because, like I said, I was gonna make it a follow-up appointment again with my surgeon to get some questions answered. So if for whatever reason, or not for whatever reason, but if you have any questions that you would like to know that I personally can't answer, please just comment down below and I'll add them on to my questions to ask my surgeon, because I'll be seeing him relatively soon. So if you have any questions, please drop them below. I'll be more than happy to ask them for you. Like I said, if I don't already know the answer myself. So I'll be posting a video maybe in about 2 weeks to give like a Phalloplasty Q&A. But I think that's pretty much it for part 2. So I'll see you guys next time. All right, bye guys.